Welcome to Found on TikTok. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Raheem. Now, Found on TikTok is a show where I find topics from TikTok, I bring it to you, and we have a discussion. As long as it's music related, we're going to talk about it. Now, I took a couple weeks off, really because I wanted to really reevaluate how I wanted to do the show. So I kind of wanted to switch it up. Now, most of the topics that I'm going to talk about are going to be from TikTok, but I didn't want it to be limited to just TikTok, to be honest, because like I see discussions on Instagram or from Reddit, from discussions that I have with my friends just about music. So I was all like, man, that would be dope if I can bring some of those ideas also to this. So we are going to have those topics as well. A lot of the topics will be stuff that I find from TikTok because I am addicted to that app. I be on it all day. But we're not going to be limited to just TikTok. But on this episode, we are going to talk about whether or not Chris Brown is a legend and AI and music and my issue with Timbaland. Let's get into So the question on whether Chris Brown is a legend is something that's been a topic for a while now. It came up when Usher was talking about Chris Brown and like giving him a shout out. And then it came up again when the Lovers and Friends Festival was happening. And I was like, man, is he a legend? Because like we use that word a little bit too loosely in my opinion. And I was like, is Chris Brown a legend? And I came to the conclusion that he's not a legend. Now, Chris Brown is a talented individual, but to me, he's not a legend for a couple of reasons. Number one being, I don't think he has a classic album. I don't think you could be a legend without a classic album. I think you need multiple classic albums in my opinion, but he doesn't have one. Now, he got hella hits. Like, he got hella hits. That's one thing he gonna give you is a hit song. Chris Brown got them. Like, if we're debating whether or not he has hits, then that's not really a discussion. Like, if Chris Brown did a versus versus pretty much anyone besides, like, you know, like Stevie, Beyonce, Usher, the real legends, basically, he is beating them because that man has hits, but to me, he doesn't have that album that I'm like, oh, I'm putting on that. He don't have that Confessions. He don't have a Lemonade, you know what I'm saying? He don't have a Song in the Key of Life or What's Going On or Miseducation, a Baduism, Brown Sugar. I can go on and on, like, but he doesn't have a classic album. So that's one knock on him. The other thing is whether or not it's right for me to hold it against him is the outside of music stuff. Your outside of music stuff cannot be bigger than your music. And when I mean by outside of music, it's the obvious, the controversy, the fighting, the always in the headlines for the wrong reasons. Whether or not all of this stuff is true or not, because I don't believe all of the stuff that is reported is true. I believe a lot of it is true. You can't be a legend to me if that stuff outweighs your music career. And to me, it has outweighed his music career for a long, long, long time. Don't get me wrong, he is one of the most talented individuals to ever grace a microphone, to ever be in the music industry, to be in the entertainment industry. I think he can literally do everything. He can rap, he can sing, he can dance. Shoot, he had a pretty good actor. Like, he's literally, like, the talent level is like what you would say like most people look for when it comes to like a superstar. But he be getting in trouble too much. He hasn't really put it together as far as a body of work, like a project. His greatest hits will be crazy though when he like finally gets done with music. But I just can't put him as a legend in my eyes because of the factors that I said before. Don't get me wrong, he's talented. He has like what most legends have though. He has the talent. He has a fandom. Like his fandom is crazy. They are crazy. But I just can't put him as a legend. I do feel like we use that word a little bit too much. I don't think there's as many legends out there as we say. Even people like, I'm not gonna name names because I don't feel like having people going through these comments and taking away from my point. But even people who like they have like songs from like the 70s and the 80s. Some of them aren't legends. A lot of them aren't legends. They just have longevity. They have songs that we like our parents' parents grew up with, you know what I'm saying? Like, but not all of them are legends. And I'm just leave it at that. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you think Chris Brown is a legend or not. But we're gonna take a quick break, and I'm going to talk about AI and music and my big problem that I have with Timbaland. Stop counting cash, don't you forget, nothing's forever, one day you're dead. Alrighty, we are back and we're better. So we're talking about AI and music. Now this has been something I've been wanting to talk about for a minute. It's kind of hard to talk about because with the way technology is going and stuff keeps changing and stuff like that, I was like, man, every time I want to talk about it, something new comes out. There's another video that comes out, whatever. But I said, fuck it, I'm just going to talk about it. So it really came to my mind when Ice Cube said AI is the devil. And I wouldn't go that far, but I will say that there's something evil about AI. I see what's going to happen, and I don't like what's going to happen. I feel like it's something that can take over the music industry. I feel like it's a way to not pay artists and not use artists. Like record companies have already tried too, you know, when they made that AI and they had him like rapping and stuff like that and saying the N-word and all type of stuff. I feel like that's just a test. That's just a blueprint. They wanted to see like if they can get people to like it and stuff like that. And I feel like they're just going to master it and they're going to get people to like it and people to buy it. And once you get that, they no longer need the artist, you know. And I think that really what's going to take an impact is hip hop, because what they really want is you can have black art without black people. Oh, that's heaven for them. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have to pay. Oh, that's heaven. You already seen it with modeling and them not paying black models. Instead, they just had a black AI model. You're going to see it in music. I don't like it. For people who are like, oh, well, sampling is that. And no, it's completely different. You have to get samples cleared. You have to go through lengths with samples. Sampling is art to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can take somebody's sound and like change it, and like that is art. What AI is doing is like literally taking people's voices and cadence and like making a fake song with like somebody's voice and cadence. That is not the same as sampling. I personally think that like the people who are saying also like it's the same as sampling are people who are not from the culture. I think it's people who don't love hip hop. I think it's people who here today, gone tomorrow. Like the same people who be like, I don't like rap, but like I like Eminem. Those are the people I think who are cool with the AI. I hate it. I hate it big time. Especially like they're using artists like Tupac and Biggie and like having them rap songs and stuff like that, and I see like they're going to capitalize and make money off of this. And I saw like an issue with this a long time ago. I honestly saw an issue when the hologram happened, right? And I was like, oh, that's dope, but I also know they're gonna capitalize off of this. The technology's gonna keep growing, and they're going to use the hell out of this. Like, I personally think that it's like some evil stuff to take a dead person, like take dead person's art, basically take their voice and use it in a song and they can't do anything. They can't make no money. Their family ain't gonna make no money. None of that, because it's AI technology. It's not actually Tupac's voice. It's not actually Biggie's voice. It's something imitating their voice. Like that is crazy. And you know what I think is a little weird is you don't see this happening that often with white artists. Like you're only seeing black artists that the AI is being used on, and they're using black artists because they know people don't really care about black art like that. Like they want the black art, they don't want the black people. Like yeah, there's people who've done it for like white songs, but you do not see that as often. Or for white artists, you do not see that. You're seeing them take dead rappers, Tupac, Biggie, Pop Smoke, and putting them on like an 808 type of, like a Metro type of beat. And I feel like that is a big problem. I think it's very evil. And the people who are doing this are evil. But like Q-Tips said, like these record companies are shady. They are shady. Like, and the people in it are shady, and they're gonna do whatever it takes to make that money. They don't care, and that is some evil stuff. Like the people who are dead, they cannot consent to you using their voice. Their family cannot consent to you using their voice. Like that is some sick stuff. Like I don't know why you would want to, like, I personally don't like when we use vocals left by people who are dead for music, and I think this is not even that. This is not even the vocals that are left. This is you creating some stuff. That is very evil. Very evil. And it's also, it is messing with people's status, like their legendary status for a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was an artist, I would sign like that nobody can use my voice or use anything with me. I don't know how they can do it, but I would do that, because ain't no way you're using my voice when I'm dead. Like, no. That is sick. And a person that I have a huge problem with right now is Timbaland. I think what he's doing, like he was like, oh, I always wanted to work with, like, I think it was Biggie, and then like he used AI, like he made his beat. It was his Timbaland beat with Biggie vocals. And I personally think that is corny. I haven't liked a lot of the moves that he's been doing lately. He's clearly showing me that he's not really for the culture. He's for the dollar. And a lot of people are for the dollar. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's a capitalist society. But to me, that is just sad. Like, he's ruining his legacy, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear a Timbaland beat or a Timbaland song the same as I used to hear it because of this. Like, I think this is the wrong move. I think it's some evil stuff. I think it's literally going to be the downfall of people, to be honest, in like the music industry. Like, why are we doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, the amount of dope artists that we have out right now that Timbaland could work with. And for him to be like, nah, I'm going to use this AI. This is the new wave. No, it is not. It seems like y'all want to push artists out. Seems like y'all want to make all the money, and if you don't need to work with the artist, that's what you're going to do. Haven't liked some of the moves that Timbaland's made for a while. This is added on to it. I got a lot of other stuff I have an issue with him. Feel like I'll get to that on another episode. I don't want to dwell on this point alone, but I think it is evil. I think AI is evil. I think what Timbaland did to work with that Biggie beat or that Biggie voice is evil. I think anybody who's using AI, you're evil. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like, I heard a Kendrick song, and I was like, when did Kendrick release a new song? And I realized it was AI, and that is evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're taking away from these artists. You're taking away from the art. And just stop it. Just stop it. AI is the devil. Maybe I'm on Ice Cube's side. But thank y'all for listening. This has been found on TikTok I've been your host, Jamal Radio Raheem. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that type of stuff, man. You can find me at The Harris Show pretty much everywhere. If you really want to have a conversation with me, you're most likely going to be able to get me on TikTok or YouTube comments. I see those right after work. But thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.